your educator. On the behalf of Multi Educa, today I come for you. You know me as a teacher, but today I am not a teacher. Now it is a festive mood, holiday mood. Everybody are enjoying their holidays. So today I am not teaching any subjects like as biology, physics, chemistry, maths, anything. No problem discussing. Today I discuss a very beautiful topics. Stop comparison, children. This is our topic. This is our today's chatting topic. We just discussed, and I request all the parents and the students, you please join in the session and share your opinion with me. And when you write the opinion in the chat box, please write your name and write whether you was a student or a parents. Accordingly, we are discussing about the topic because now it is a very burning topics of in our society. So I want that not a holidays. If I discuss this one with my students and parents also, it is helpful for us. And one more thing, today's life is 30 minutes to 40 minutes. It is I'm not giving anybody to pressure full time. It is your time, your mood. You can join and share with me, and how many times you want, you can stay with me. Okay? Please join with me. Now I share a story. What's happened? Hmm, it is a story of two kids. In a school, there are two students. One is very good in the studies, he scored good marks, and the another one is uh, very good in drawing. But what's happened? The second one is always compared to the first one. And why you? Today, one more thing. Today I speak in Hindi also, Bengali also, and English also because some of my students are not comfortable in English, so I talk in Hindi also. So they all time they compare. Why you are not like us, not scored the good marks like us the first one, this one, that one. This comparison, what's happened? This comparison, he, the second kids lost his all energy, and one time he stopped the drawing also. But after 2 months, one day the teacher told, please draw beautiful pictures on the rainy season. And it is a compulsory drawing for everybody. So at that time what's happened, the second one, uh, whose passion is the art but drawing, he he did a very beautiful drawing, and it looks so awesome. It is my own experience and awesome. Uh, the teacher too much praised, and tell one thing, Jay, every flower blooms, but they blooms at their own time. But the time is not the fix for everybody. So when the second one hear this line, uh, what's happened? He understand. He is not the backbench student. He have also the power to do something. So now he start to uh, do everything in the positive way. So, uh, from the story, it is a life expressed in my uh, teachings life. One thing it is, I understand this one thing. Comparison is not the uh, solution of any problems. Uh, Understanding is the solution of all the problems. If you understand the child, uh, we can they can follow the ways, they can improve, and they can go very easily on their ways. Okay, now if you join my live, please write the name in the chat box, because it is not a class, we just discuss, we just share our opinions on this one. Please write your names. Now I share two questions in the chat box. Please focus on the questions. Number one, parents, have you seen a talent like this in your child? And for the students, one question. Student, what is one thing you were good at that moment, at this moment? Yes, maybe anything. You please write your answer. Because it is a chat basing live. It is so if you're not chatting, then how can you go? Because I'm not telling any stories. I tell everything what in my experience, and I share everything as a student, because I am also a student at time, and I tell everything as a parent also. Now I am a parent. You please write your own opinion in the chat box. Uh, Now one thing. If anybody like the answer, please I check the chat box. Very good. Drawing and calligraphy is very good. Um, so now what I'm telling, um, comparison is as a bad thing, is dangerous for children. We today's it is our topic. Very good. It's a very good thing, beta. Badminton is a very good thing. If you're really interested, you please carry on this one. So, what I'm telling, the stop the comparison with your kids, with others. Today's topic is this one. Before discussing this one, I tell why. First, I understand. First, you everybody, not I, everybody understand why comparison come. From what ground the parents compare. Number one, parents want to motivate their kids, and what they compare. Now then question is why? Parents have no intention to hurt their kids. What they want their kid should be motivated, and their their intention can when we come out, it's like a comparison. What they think, if I compare my kids with others, with other students, um, then it is better for him, but her. Because uh, when my kids know that the other person scored a good mark, then also he feeling shy, and and what's happened, he try to work hard to get more marks in the next exam. For that reason, uh, from their improvement, the parents generally compare this one. But what's happened? Their motivation is very good. But what's happened? Children can't take the comparison like as motivation. They never take the comparison like as a motivation. They take the comparison as a pressure, as a fear. So when the pressure comes, all the thinking, all the memory, everything blocks. Everything blocks. Uh, all time they have a fear in their mind. What's happened? If I don't score the good marks, mama or papa compare me with the first girl or first boy. But otherwise, my siblings are very good in maths, very good in science, but I am not interested in science. My motto is different. I want to be a poet. I want to be a. I like literature. I like history. But Papa, Mama not to do this one because they want an engineer and this one. For these thinking, what's happened? The तो चिल्ड्रेन को क्या होता है, फियर डेवलप होता है. फॉर दैट रीजन वो लोग खुद को बोल नहीं पाते, खुद को किसी को सामने एक्सप्रेस नहीं करते, कांट एक्सप्रेस देमसेल्फ व्हाट दे वांट and what the parents want. This is conflict each other. Parents want something and kids want something. So I tell, comparison is not the right way. Means parents thinking is very good due to they think or for their motivation comparison is important, but their way is not proper. It needed to change. Okay, now I check the chat box, what you are writing in the chat box. Next question. Next I write, tell two questions. Parents, did you even compare thinking it would help? It would help with your kids? And students, how did it feel when you compare? You feel you are motivated? Are you motivated? Or are you feel fear, anxiety? What you are feeling? Please share your opinion. Because not now I am not your man. Okay? I am not an educator. We just discuss what is your opinion, what comes in your mind. Now I am the bridge of student and parent. So please reveal and please write your opinion, what you are thinking. Okay? Are you feel happy when you compare, when your mom or dad compare to others? Please write your opinion. If you just join in my this live session, today our topic is stop comparison child. So please join with me and show your own opinion, write your own opinion in the chat box. So now questions is only for the motivation, only for the reason, motivation, for that reason parents compare it? No, I think so. Fear is also, anxiety is also there. So from which standpoint the parents of fear have the anxiety? Parents have the anxiety of the kids' future, kids' marks, and also the society. Like as um, suppose दो बहनें हैं. In our family there are two sisters. One is introvert and one is extrovert. So what's happened? The the girl who is too much extrovert, he talks more. He all time tells this one, go to others' house, share everything, eat from others' tiffins and everything. So all time he is jumping, dancing on this one. So what's happened in that case is uh, the parents compare the two siblings, who is the introvert and who is the extrovert. They tell extrovert, why you are do this one? Why you share everything to others, to your neighbors and go every time outside? Don't do this one. What the society tell? Means they have the fear what the society tell about their that kids who is too much extrovert, um, uh, who is too much helping to others. When you have any problem, the extrovert kids go and shout it and help the others. So why you do this one? It is not your problem. Then why you go this one? Means the parents also fear about the society. Parents also thinks about the marks. Is our children can pass the exam, can score the good marks, the future will be secured, can get a good job. This one everything. And this is also a fear because nowadays everything is too much expensive and everything is too much expensive, and what's happened, people bear a lots of money for the studies, for the education, and after the end of the day, when they saw their kids not got a good marks in subject, they are really disappointed. They are really disappointed. For that reason, uh, the expense is too much high. I give the money, but my kids not study properly. Kid also know they this is happen because you not study well properly. Um, so it is happen. He focusing on the other things like as YouTube, mobile, games, playing anything. But from that fear, the future is not okay. Eh, how can it, now it is high competitive world, you know everybody. If a student scored 95% marks in board, it is not confirmed that he or she will join any good college. It is not possible because 95, 96, 95.5, many of kids can get the marks in the exam. So what's happened, from that standpoint, the parents start to compare. Not in that point, I want that my kid hurt. Not this is the way. But they compare according from their depression. They start to compare. But I am telling this one, fear is a very natural thing. But or it is natural thing. Fear, you can take a strong step against a fear. You can motivate your kids in this way. Comparison, you compare your kids uh, with others, not for the marks. You compare the kids for the quality. If you focus, you tell in this way to your kids, if you focus on the subjects, you also get a score a good marks. Uh, so I'm telling this way, comparison, the um, the thinking of comparison is good, but the way is not good. Way should be changed. So please write your opinion, because now it is not a class. I chat, I talk, and please you share your opinion, what you want to tell. So, what I'm telling, uh, parents want to compare with for their children. It's come from the fear. It's come from the love, not from the other things. Uh, but the way is little bit different. So I tell some two questions. Uh, parents, parents, which fear worries you most? Society, marks, or future? Parents, which fear worries you most? Society, marks, or future? And questions for a student. When you, when the parents compare with you, what you are feeling? You feel any pressure? You feel any pressure? Please write your own opinion. Okay? Not bias. What you are thinking, please write it in your chat box so that I can understand what is going on in the children's mind. Okay? Please write your own opinion. Now I tell, now I tell what's happened. Uh, the fear create pressure, and what the pressure action? The pressure blocks all the doors. All the doors are blocks the growth, uh, memories, thinking matters. Uh, so I tell this one, parents should change their way of speaking. Only this one. Or one more thing, the comparison uh, slowly breaks a child. Marks never breaks a child. Why? Mm, uh, Marks is just a number. After this exam you score a bad mark. I understand. It is different reason. Suppose you are not, you doubt, you have some doubt in the chapters, you not practice properly, you have some health issue, anything. So, with the marks, it is not detected that you are a bad student. But when my parents compare it, and the comparison is going on, at that time, what's happened, uh, it break down the child in the inside. They, they start to think, I'm not enough good. I can't do anything properly because I work hard, but my marks is not comes properly. It is not a good mark. My parents are disappointed. This is going on. Now I share a short story. In my home, I have a son. Yeah. My son name is Avigya. So what's happened? Like his other case, Avigya also see the YouTube, mobiles, and not only the shorts, games, many good videos. He also uh, uh, share it, read it, different things. So one day, what's happened? Uh, he came from the school, and in the evening time, he started to watch YouTube. At that time, my husband came back from the factory's office and saw that Obigan is not studying. He started to scold. And why you saying the YouTube? Now it is the time of studying. All of your friends, this one do the studies, but you are not interested about your studies. If the others in the room, they are your friends. They are also seeing the YouTube. Not seeing the YouTube. They are studying for their tomorrow's exam. Tomorrow is at that time. Next day is a week's science exam. And generally, I taught everything to the Oblivious. So at that day, I also taught many things, the subject. Uh, but I'm not focusing too much. So what's happened? The next day, the exam over, and when the mark came, and he got out in physics. And one question is there, compare marks and weight. So on that day when I taught a weekend, I am not explain this question. He read it from the YouTube because sometimes he do this one. He checks so many questions from the YouTubes and apply it to the studies also. And so when my husband came the next day, he saw his numbers and told, Papa, I got a good marks out of. And generally what's happened, my husband too much happy. Yes, very good. You study well, for that reason you got this mark. At that time, my son told, no, Papa. Yesterday when Mama taught me this matter, Mama not focus that question. That question is comparison mass and weight, and I read the answers from the YouTube. All time you scold me, don't see the YouTube. But I told them YouTube is not a bad thing. Sometimes it is helpful also. So here it is also a comparison. Where is the comparison? Comparison is there. Papa compares son that other kids study. You are not studying. You just seeing the mobiles and YouTubes. So I tell Papa at that time his motivation is not bad. His intention is that Ovigan focus the subject and can write the answer properly. His intention was that. But the but what's happened? After a long time in the office, he is also tired. He was also tired, and The outburst is not okay. Sometimes I also compare. Um, uh, uh, but I think comparison in that case is not from the disappointed. Comparison every time comes from the love always. My son and I have also one more problem. I have one child, it is okay, biologically one child, but I have lots of children, lots of students. So that tension I have also. So uh, I also motivated the kids, Jim, look, focus on your subject. But I'm not telling this one, why you scored bad marks. I'm not telling this way. I'm telling in this way, okay, already exam finished, you scored that mark. I can't change this way. So what's happened, you should focus the next time. And the next time you should focus the subject so that you can score a good mark. And you focus where you were the where is a mistake. It is the main thing. Uh, so I'm not comparing, but I tell the students as well as my son also, find out a mistake. Okay? Acha, now I tell a question. I write the questions in the chat box. Students, what do you feel more after comparison? Fear or motivation? What is your feelings? What do you think? The fear comes first. Now motivation. Comparison like as the motivated chapters for you. And parents, did you even notice silence after comparison? Silence or any behavior change, you can notice. What's happened now I tell. No. So now I tell, the comparison kind of brings more marks. It brings pressure, and due to the pressure, everything block, means your thinking matter blocks. Uh, inferiority complex started, and your confidence level fall down. When students' confidence levels fall down, and it is effect on the every every matters. I tell you one thing. Mm, in my childhood, it is happened. When I am a student, I am not telling the name of that girl. Uh, she is very poor in all subjects. So now at that time I am in the standard 9. So our midterm exam finished. According our rules, they are not sending the copies to the home. They are just sending the marks, report card. That is what's happened, and we should show the marks to our parents and signature. So everybody do this one. Teacher sign, teacher check it and everything. But one students, when the teacher check the signature, just stop. So we think nothing, maybe anything happen. But 5 to 10 minutes, teacher check the signature before result signature. Report card, there are 4 exams. PT1 signature check and the midterm signature check. So we can't understand what's happened. But we understand something wrong. So what's happened? She called the that girls. What's happened? First we deny. No, ma'am, I can't do anything. My mother signed it. Teacher, one more time. Our teacher is very good. So one more time my teacher told, if you do any wrong thing, please confess. She said, no, I'm not to do this one. My mother signed it. One more time, the teacher asked, please tell me what's happened. He also told, no, I'm not doing anything. But at that time we understand, other students all understand, their teacher understand what's happened. And what's happened, they take that girls to the teacher room. And individually at that time, the girl started to cry and tell, yes, this signature is my signature. And why it is happened? Because I am scoring bad marks and my mother scolded and my mother told stop studying, not to send me in the school. Next year should arrange some marriage. So I fear, I do this step, I take this step for stop everything. So for the teacher shared this story to us, everybody, because it is motivated us. And next day the teacher parents call and talk to the parents. If your kids not interested in the studies, please do not tell in this way. It is not the proper way. Try to find out the reason why he is not interested in the subject. So at that time, that girl told, there are lots of doubt in the science. I'm not interested in science, but I'm interested in literature, Hindi, English, Bengali. I like this one. So from the next day, teacher changed the process. What they are doing? When the science classes started at that time, they focused that girl and asked many questions. Is your doubt clear? To come to the board and try to do it in your own style. What you understand, you please explain it. This girl was most of the time was sitting in the last bench, means backbench student. She was a backbench student, and from that day, the teacher also changed their opinion. Teacher told me, told us that it is of the part of the duty of a teacher also to motivate a student, not comparing. And from the next year, final term, when our final, at that time, that girl did a amazing result. So I am telling, comparing is not the way. If you think your kid don't do the proper answer, not to tell, don't compare it. You tell it different way. Okay? Not only the chatting is not the solution. Now I tell what is the way, what is the solution, have any solution. What do you think? How can you stop this way and what is the bridge? How can I make a bridge with the students and the parents? Please write your opinion in the chat box, please. Parents, for parents, I tell this one. Parents, what is one small effort of your child you notice? And students, what is one thing you want to improve for yourself? Now, here it is the solution part. It is the most important section for today's life. And one more thing, if now anybody wants, he can join with us. Our topic is stop comparison children, and today's it is our topics. Now, if I compare, then it is not a solution. So, as a teacher, as an educator, I should tell something, I should share something, solution for student as well as the parent also. As well as the parent also. Uh, Number one, for parent, what I am telling, uh, if comparison hurt your child, then please don't compare your child to others. You compare your child uh, with his or her past. In this way you can compare. Like as that, you can tell in this way, last exam you scored 50 marks, and this exam you scored 60 marks. Means it is improving. In this way you can compare. Means you compare their your kids to his past exam. In this way you can compare, because sometimes what's happened, we can't control our anger and we compare to others. So please don't compare to others. Compare, if you want to compare, no problem, but compare to his own past. Number one, praise always effort, not the marks. What's happened, most of the times we are telling, you scored how many marks? Out of out? Oh, 8. Your total is only 8 marks. Uh, so not to tell in this way, because you think how much effort he or she do this for the exam. Is it is okay? If it is okay, then don't score, because marks is not mandatory. In that sense, what's happened most of the time, students at the time of exam, they are too much tense, due to some health issue, and some students are too much anxiety, they are suffering in anxiety, they forgot everything, and they can't understand the questions. So many things is happening, and for that reason, their marks should be deducted. When they are writing, most of the things it is happen, the students know the answer, but they never practice the answer writing practice. They never writing practice in the home. So what's happened, when the time of when they started to write in the exam, lots of mistakes is there, spelling mistake, and the construction is not okay, keyword is missing. It is a very common problem for the kids. So I tell the parents, don't focus on the marks, focus the effort and what he or she understand should clear it. If suppose what is mass and what is the weight, if we understand the difference, it is helpful because he or she, your child, carry this knowledge in the future and do the other thing. But if there is a lot of doubt and he learn all the definition properly, it is not a good way. So focus this way. And most of the time, and one more thing, this one, listen more than speak. It is a vital role because most of the time, I am also a parent, most of the time, most of the students do not need any advice. They need a time to hear themselves what they want to tell. Because one of the problem, this one, uh, if you talk to the child, know that nursery to toddler, that is different problems. 1 to 6, that is different problem. 7, that to 7, 8, that is adolescent pre-started. At that time, there are lots of problems. They become, due to the comparison, what's happened, some students, it should changes their behavior also. What's happened? Some children become angry. They start to fight with their parents. Some children become silent. They can't express themselves. They can't express their feelings to their parents. What happened? Hidden character develop in their mind. Now at that time, what they are doing? They hide everything from their parents. So at that time, parents can't understand what's happened in their mind. If they are what the way what they choose for their future is good for. You do not know your child surrounding the friend circle and what they are discussing in the school. You can't understand. You can't imagine. But if you give some time, if you hear their words, at least you can understand what is going on their mind. So I request all the parents, please give some time to hear their problem, not talk more. Okay? And please, students, you write your own opinion, what you think about the parents, about these topics. Please write your own opinion. I check the chat box. It is a session for parents and students also. So don't think, I am always focused on the parents. I am also focusing my student, my dear student. Uh, because now in the live session, my students also join. And for my students, I tell this one, you have no need to prove yourself, prove your values to others. You find out the way. How can you improve yourself? This is your searching, not your parents' searching. Your parent tell this way. Sometimes they also tense in different issues, for monetary issues, insecurity of other things, and in our families, in generally what's happened in the elder one show their angers, the depression to the child. It is a common thing. But ignore it and you find out the way which you like most. If you want like drawing, focus on your drawing. But for if you you want to be an artist, at that time you should learn a few times education you should learn, because without education you can um, take a big step. And one more thing, parents is not your enemy, so don't treat the parents as an enemy. You think in this way, the parents compare uh, others uh, from their fear, from their love. They love lots of things. They love, they are, you, when you, the students, when you are become a parent, then you understand, from you can understand the point of the parent also. The parent always think about you, only you. Our main in my life also, my focusing point, my life center point is my son. But my son can't understand it. Uh, my son think that I am the enemy. Uh, So I tell students, it's my request, uh, don't think so. Your parents love you, and you just two things do. One thing is focus on your subject. You should focus. आपको करना चाहिए, क्योंकि फोकस के बिना तो कुछ नहीं होता है. और एक चीज, do everything in the proper time. What's happened uh, when you study chapters, you just focusing on that, and for that reason it should be complete within half an hour. But what's happened in most of the time, you open the book, start to read, at the time lots of thinking coming in your head, in your brain. You stop everything, and these chapters you should complete with 2 hours. You take 2 hours time. So any parents can tell you, so not to do this one, and be disciplined. Be disciplined in your life. What is your duty? You should do this one. Okay? And if you like my life, please write the comment in your chat box. And who are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.